So, picture this, our artist is suddenly hit with a reality check. 60% of his fanbase are now vibrant young folks aged 18 to 24. Yep, the demographic over 25 is officially the oldies. This twist has him questioning everything he thought he knew about his fans. I mean, did he just become the cool uncle at a family reunion? And oh boy, let's talk about those chaotic live performances. Imagine him trying to hold a note while the crowd's energy is more like a blender on frappe. Sometimes the crowd reactions are so over the top, they practically steal the show. Who needs a pyrotechnic display when you've got fans tackling each other in a quest for the best selfie, right? Now, let's switch gears to wedding shows. It's like performing in a circus where everyone is a bit tipsy. Our artist cheekily describes how the merry atmosphere turns into a comedy club. I mean, nothing says romance like a couple slow dancing to the sound of his latest hit while Uncle Bob attempts to pull off the worm on the dance floor. Now, let's get all serious for a moment. The role of a producer in hip-hop is no joke, folks. These geniuses shape songs' directions like a GPS with a sense of humor. They drop beats that can make or break an artist's flow. It's like cooking. If they burn the rice, good luck trying to make it to the dinner table. And here's the down-to-earth truth. Being transparent about personal struggles isn't just good for the soul, it's a lifeline for artists. Sharing vulnerabilities can turn a lonely heart into a party of two. It's like having a buddy on a bad day. Suddenly you're not alone in Netflix binging and ice cream. Who knew therapy could come wrapped in a top 40 chart? Now, let's dive into the good ol' masculinity in hip-hop. This rugged image often frowns upon showing vulnerability. Here's a wild idea. How about we redefine what being a real man means? Spoiler alert, it doesn't involve doing push-ups while crying. Instead, admitting pain and struggles could just be the ultimate power move. Speaking of power moves, our artist reminisces about his thrifty ways. He believes in keeping a tight ship, refusing to spend lavishly on promoters or clients. I mean, integrity over extravagance, right? It's like rock climbing, you don't want to slip due to a bad investment and end up crashing into a financial canyon. And now, let's get to the fun part with an unforgettable drink story. Ever heard of the whimsical Smirnoff? This delightful concoction is sweet and so easy to guzzle, it's practically the smoothie of the party scene. Just make sure to keep it away from anyone trying to do a keg stand, or we're talking about beverages flying everywhere. Speaking of wild parties, let me tell you about a friend named Harry. Picture this, Harry, fueled by the night and maybe a little too much of our dear Smirnoff, decides to take a tree home. Yes, you heard that right. Because nothing says, I had a great night, like dragging a half-naked tree down the street. Harry, buddy, what part of bring home a souvenir did you not understand? Now, let's go down memory lane to a time before social media ruled our lives. Remember those glorious days where no one had a smartphone handy to document your every awkward moment? Ah, the spontaneity. You could pull a crazy stunt and no one would ever know, except for the 6 friends who promised to keep quiet but now blackmail you with endless group texts. Ah, speaking of memorable moments, let's chat about a hilarious incident in Mauritius. Picture this, our artist requests a song, and the club flat out refuses to play it. What followed was a showdown worthy of a blockbuster film. It emphasizes just how integral music is in social interactions, because we all know you can't bust a move without your jam. Now, let's not forget the legends. Our artist dives into how icons like A.R. Rahman and Apache Indian have profoundly influenced his musical journey. These folks aren't just muses, they're like the wise wizards of musical Hogwarts, casting spells that inspire dreams and creative aspirations. I mean, who wouldn't want their life soundtrack to be crafted by such talented geniuses? Speaking of soundtracks, let's discuss A.R. Rahman's top albums. Roha takes the crown as the favorite, with Tal and Dil Se right behind it like loyal sidekicks. These albums showcase Rahman's incredible musical range. Who knew that listening to an album could feel like a roller coaster ride through different cultures? Now, a shout out to Diljit Dosanjh. Our artist praises his growth and harkens back to their early collaborations. It's all about trust and the creative chemistry they had, like peanut butter and jelly, except, more hip-hop. Watching him grow has been like rooting for your favorite sports team, you just want them to slam dunk their way to success. And as we dive deeper, the conversation shifts to learning from other artists. It's like a master class of creativity. Our artist aspires to snag skills in business, vocal texture, and poetry from the legends. After all, if there's a chance to learn the lyrical finesse of the greats, who wouldn't sign up for that? And let's not forget Yo-Yo Honey Singh. He shares his tales of hitting fame across different regions and how maintaining dreams was pivotal to his success. It's like being on a treasure hunt, without the map, and just trusting that big dreams will lead you to gold. And folks, His determination is definitely the compass guiding the way. Now, here comes a hefty metaphor involving a deer. Yes, you heard right. People often cage themselves because of upbringing and societal expectations, limiting their potential. But let me tell you, breaking free from those shackles is like letting a deer out of a petting zoo. Suddenly, it's prancing around, living its best life. Even through all the noise and negativity, Singh has managed to stay focused on his work. His documentary proves that self-belief and perseverance are what truly matter. It's like being in your final exams. Just keep your head up, ignore the chaos, and get that diploma. And here's the kicker. Famous individuals often face a twist in their love lives. Finding partners who appreciate them for who they are outside of their fame can be a challenge. It's like dating a celebrity on a reality show, full of drama and unexpected plot twists. Speaking of relationships, let's address the entourage factor. Having a posse can complicate dating, as potential partners might start questioning whether they're genuinely interested in you or just the glam lifestyle. It's like trying to find a soulmate in a game of musical chairs, and you better hope you're the last one standing. Finally, many celebrities have embraced dating in low-profile situations. Some have even resorted to using pseudonyms just to avoid the glamorous pressure during the initial stages. I mean, who wouldn't want to go on a date as Benny the Baguette? There's something about a baguette that screams serious relationship.